Wow. So what is all this?
Well, we just found this little country farmhouse here in the middle of nowhere. I think that maybe someone's gonna give us some drive-through window philosophy here. Jay?
Hey, take a look at this. Welcome to the flow.
We're here in Indiana, of all places.
So we're out here in the woods. We've been wandering around out here at the falls. What are they called? Cataract Falls.
There she is. She's too bold.
The highest falls in the state of Indiana, of all places. Green, warm waterfalls. Some of it falls more in places, and other places it doesn't fall as hard. And we're here exploring.
Water, flow, lagoons, that which conducts. This is kind of old age, new age, Nordic type rune. It's called lagoons and it means flow, water. Unseen creative forces are at work here, kind of under the surface. And we're going to reveal some of those to you now.
What is the show about?
It's a box!
What idea did you have for it?
Hello?
What?
What was it about?
Hey, hello?
What is it about?
Kind of like the A-Team, kind of like MacGyver,
Yeah.
but a girl.
It is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
So that's a bag full of Spanish moss, huh? Well, some people might not believe you. That's Spanish moss, all right.
That's Spanish moss, yeah.
I won't complain.
Did we explain that I'm Jay, and that is kind of short for Joe? You can call me either one, really. And this is Christy Paxson here. XY stands for Christy, of course, because X is for Christ.
Hi, my name's Christy. I'm JB.
And here, working the cam, is a man called B, which stands for Bart. I'm also the editor. But you know, we all take turns doing all kinds of different things. This is really what you call a team effort.
Yeah. We talk, we walk, we do things.
So we're here just videotaping our own lives. And it's real interesting, isn't it?
We have no idea why they're called it Cataract Falls, actually. But one thing's for sure, we're having a good time. And, you know, we came out here twice, basically, videotaped both times. And what you're seeing is kind of a mix of those two funky, free-flowing events that we experienced. And hopefully it doesn't make any sense and, or wait, no.
So why are we here again?
We're here again for the fun of it. We're here again because we had a good time. Now you'll notice that there are different people here. Before it was me and B and Christy Paxson and Jenny Beasley. And Jenny Beasley's back.
Jenny Beasley is our friend.
And I'm wearing the same clothes.
Yeah, and so am I, for continuity's sake. See, I've still got on my Blackboard Entertainment shirt. But then there's Matt and Adam and Stan, one of our friends, and then Amos, who is someone we don't really know that well yet. But we're getting to know him through the vicarious medium of video. So as I climb up this steep incline here, just watch this smooth transition that happens right before your eyes.
To get up on your feet, put your braces together and your fingers on your feet.
Hey, oh my God, look what I found here.
Oh, geez, imagine that.
Dear, what's that on your head?
It's a crown.
Oh, he's
talking about it.
Part of the cult. Can't you tell by this bed?
Oh God. Oh yeah, it's a king-size bed.
Wait, it's my turn to be on top.
Go about your business then.
So this tape here, TDK high standard sound and color. Now, on the back of this tape, they list, you know, what his preference for use is, and you should use this chart really to help you make a purchasing decision. But there's some things that this chart doesn't tell you, but will tell you.
Okay.
Right, because we perform that function for the community.
Right.
See this little thing right here? See where it says open there?
Yeah.
Isn't that neat? That kind of leads you to believe that this is a place where the plastic wrap can be opened at.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to test this for the consumer. Okay.
Okay.
Now notice it doesn't say you need any kind of special equipment. One would assume that this can be done with one's bare hands. In some way. Okay.
Maybe you're supposed to press on it.
I move. Well, okay. I'm pressing.
Maybe
now.
it's like an electronic thing.
No, it doesn't seem to be doing. You notice I've been moving my fingernail left and right across this thing. Perhaps up and down is the preferred method of entry. But no, it just doesn't seem to be working. Well, maybe this is a defective box.
Maybe.
Okay. Luckily, of course, we don't base our very scientific results here on on just one test. So we have another box that we have provided at great expense. Let me tell you. Okay, see, open there. Okay.
All right.
No, I don't seem to be having any luck whatsoever. Forget about where it says open. I'll just see if I can get it open in some other way. Look, here's a seam maybe. This looks like something could happen here. Look, something is definitely happening. I don't know if you can see this at home, but look at that. Look at that.
Wow. Look. Wow. Gosh.
Now at this rate, it should only take about half an hour to get the tape open.
Yeah.
And look at that. Now it's all coming off. Okay. So, this is a service that we provide to the community, testing videotapes, not only for their quality, but for their ease of access.
We're going over here to Gino's formal wear to get my tux because I'm the best man in this wedding. Can you believe it?
Why are you the best man?
Well, because he's my brother, you know, he's getting married. I guess he knows that I'll never get married, so...
You'll never get married. Here, let me help you.
Oops. My mom wouldn't let me wear my Converses during the wedding. Can you believe that shit?
Not even if they're black?
Yeah, so much for personal expression, huh? Why do I keep unbuttoning my shirt? I guess I just want to take off my clothes and be with my friend Jenny.
Wait, I'm the camera operator.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Ooh,
well,
I'm
at least
getting hot under here.
See that? Isn't that nice? And I've got this tattoo here, you know. And
I
that's
have one
something that
too.
no matter what my mom thinks, she can't take that off of me. Do it!
We're walking on the bog.
Going across the bog on a log.
Walking on the lawn, Jenny Beasley, she's the champion of our world. It's a dumb version of this, fella. It's a giant insect.
Hey, that looks stunning on you. Down! That's my nipple!
That's one for women everywhere! Woo! Kate, I don't understand. It's so weird, but this year, since I'm in high school, all the boys seem to like me. I don't know why. Oh my God, they didn't like me for me! Ready? Go!
It's Sunday morning, actually, and here we are at this place. It's a really lovely day out. We've been swimming in their pool and everything. And you know, those people that own this place are probably on vacation somewhere, you know, sitting in church, praying for the preservation of their property. And little do they know that God has turned against them and brought us here.
Jackson! and stands!
I think this sounds like a recipe for disaster. I'm going to hold it over the flame. In the flame?
Yep.
Or just
In the flame.
In the flame. In the flame. Okay.
On the center.
In the center. All right, here we go. Oh my God, it's turning black. It's going to burst open and the water's just going to deluge all over everything, and it's going to be a disaster.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah,
This is unbelievable!
Wow.
This did not happen in class!
It didn't happen that way in class, but it happened this way on TV. Science experiment, take 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna place this bag over the flame.
Okay, now I would think that the flame is going to heat the plastic to the melting point, and then the water is just going to pour out all over the candle and put the flame out.
Okay, so
But
Jay,
see,
what do you think?
Well, but the thing is, the water will continue to cool the plastic bag and keep it from reaching the melting point.
Water has a lower boiling point than the plastic. It's going right through the plastic, and it's going straight to the water because the heat can be conducted by the water more readily than it can the plastic.
Wow.
And so that's
That
what's
sounds
happening.
like the biggest heap of bullshit that I've ever heard.
Lost in the flow.
We're celebrating the free-flowing nature of life itself. Flow.
When you draw the room flow, you must be ready for anything!
It's kind of our philosophy, our personal philosophy, to let the funk flow freely.
It's important in video culture to proceed with any kind of natural flow.
Oh, hence the title, Flow.
Yeah, and hence these constant segues to these other streams of video, which are entering and permeating your consciousness even as I speak.
This is no hippie shit, man. This is free jazz, man. This is free jazz Generation X, spontaneous reality. This is Anarchy Diary, man. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Anarchy Diary means we can do whatever the hell we want, man.
So what's the purpose of all this, all these signs and preparation? Why are you trying to control your crowd?
Police are bad news.
What, do you think the cops are going to come to a thing like this?
Yeah, the police will definitely be here.
Police don't like disco, man. Disco was outlawed years ago or something like that, and they've been coming ever since, trying to break up these innocent disco parties, a bunch of hipsters out to have a good time, just innocent dancing, innocent nudity, you know, just all around good time. And they've got disco sniffing dogs now. They've got polyesters, you know, they train them to attack polyester and bell bottoms.
Spontaneously.
Just spontaneously. And
The 70s was all about excess.
Uh-huh.
Excess. Everything was big. Big cars, big clothes, big everything. Big fat music, big fat rock and roll. 80s came around, things got, I don't know, kind of shallow. Very shallow, in fact. Very materialistic. Things are coming back down to the roots now. People are getting back to themselves. I'm not trying to be too deep or anything here, but that's the truth. People want to get wild. People want to get wild.
Let loose.
Yeah. I'd almost rather do it in basements than, you know, go get some space downtown.
Yep.
Because the energy, very concentrated. I'd much rather have people bumping booties, you know, sweating all over each other, grinding skin. You can't help it in the small space.
So when did you decide to be a DJ?
A couple years ago.
Uh-huh.
California.
Uh-huh.
Rave scene out there.
Uh-huh.
So I got into it out there. Craziness out there. You can feel it. You can feel it.
Ta-da!
Get down on it. Cut.
Vinyl? What the fuck is vinyl? This is a vinyl party?
Get me who lives here down here.
Oh, it's all over.
Hey there. Yeah, I met him.
We just got here.
Our grandchildren will look back at these videotapes and say, geez, it's really harsh partying back then. It's so easy now.
Or they'll just laugh at us and say we're ridiculous like we do of our parents.
I think they'll laugh at the cops and say the cops were ridiculous.
Can you tell us which way Wilkie is?
It's for a television show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what television show is that?
Crime
May I
only
ask?
pays when the pigs die. Remember, cops ruin everything.
Freedom for all, and it's the only way to go.
Harry, I've talked to the police and they love me. And here's what I've collected for you besides what else. There's 5s in there and everything.
You now are officially Outlaw DJ Harry.
That's right.
Outlaw DJ Harry, new title, I like it. Because you are so dangerous, the police have to shut you down and come around.
And they know me.
But I have no idea where my friends...
I'll show you everything that I did today. I don't care if you hear what I say. I wasn't talking to you anyway. Anarchy! Diarrhea. Anarchy! Diarrhea.
God damn it! There's a fucking bug in my head again. Oh, and one other word of wisdom to you at home. Watch your step. Yeah.
Really? Bart, no! Or you might get hurt.
It was a show about how to mix drinks or how to make the best drinks.
So this drink that we're going to be making here is called a Dead Man's Float. About 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces of cognac. Because, you know, if you've broken into a nice place like this, then they'll probably have cognac. Take your fully crocked pitcher, pour some of this orange juice that you've put in there into your drink. On the top, you're going to add the float, which is Galliano. This is a liqueur that comes in this funky bottle that, you know, after you empty it, you can do all sorts of funky things with it, especially if you don't have, like, any kind of girlfriend or boyfriend. And then take a sip of this Dead Man's Float. Wow. I would pronounce that as distinctly good.
Damn, you're right. This is tasty.
Yes, it's better than potable. It's actually desirous to drink.
A lot of houses here, Joe.
Yeah, we're here on 2nd Street here in Bloomington. If you were really short, you'd probably be looking at me from down there. This is some kind of big, huge dwelling that they created here. It's a whole half of a block. It's just an enormous, yellow, ugly edifice.
How about buildings that look the same? We have this building right there. It sort of looks just the same as that building.
That building? Oh, excuse me.
I think it's getting to be more and more and more and more and more and more and more. The same, the same, the same, the same, the same, the same, the same. The same, the same, the same, the same, the same, the same, the same. The same, the same, the same, the same, the same, the same, the same.
Yeah, this would be a good point. To check out the bathrooms here at Cataract Falls. You know, this is a public site. It's run by the Department of Natural Resources, DNR for short. And, you know, they put in different things like that picnic table back there that Jenny was sitting on, or that thing behind me, that shed or whatever it's called. And so they also have built these bathrooms, and I hear that they're a real sight to behold, so we're going to go check it out. Oh, God, it stinks. Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, wow, this is, gosh, how, high tech and, gosh, it's kind of hard to breathe and, Whoa, look at there. Jesus. Can't even breathe in there. If you could only smell what I just smelled, you'd probably agree with me that they could do better.
Nick decided last weekend to clean out his drawer upstairs that had been full of shit since 1969.
Wow. So what did you find, Dad?
Well, I don't know what the stuff is. I mean, there was weird things. I don't know what that is. That's something. And then there was one of these weird little. I think it's something you hit somebody over the head with from somewhere in prehistoric times, and I'm not really sure where. Then there was something. I don't know what this was. Some weird stuff.
Don't make it worse than it is, Nick. It's just catnip.
Yeah, from 1969 catnip.
Didn't people put catnip in there?
And the cat smoked it.
Don't think we knew that it was there.
Yeah. Well, I think that there's an important public service announcement to be made here, and that is that it is illegal to have stuff like this around, and so if you have it, the best thing to do is burn it.
Because it was bad times, because everybody was Vietnam and all that stuff. So we'd go to a party and they would take off the uniform and throw them over in a pile, and everybody would put lighter fluid on them and piss on them and then light them. Because that was their thing about getting out of the military.
Yeah. I'm going to try this.
Is that a heavy pipe?
Mm-hmm.
Is that hard to hold in your mouth?
Yeah. See how big it is?
It's burning. Smoking. What's the diagnosis?
Distinctly smokable.
I hope my parents never see it. I would pronounce that as distinctly potable.
I like fisheye shit, man.
Oh, yes, this is strange and unusual.
I'll show you my fingers. What are you doing, man? B, what are you doing, man?
Don't mess with me and my new deadly corkscrew camera.
B, it's just a lens, man. It's just a lens.
In Lord's name and heaven's Holy Ghost we pray. Amen. Let's eat! My sister had a Vietnam vet. During the ceremony, reeked to death. M16 and a bloodstained shirt, and his face all covered with dirt. When we played the wedding song, he must have thought we were the big horn. And the wedding at Hamburger Hill, and the goose are moving in the hill. It's a wedding of
I'm running out of battery. Okay, so the epic saga of the watermelon continues. We brought it out here the first time we came out in order to throw it over the falls, which are here behind me. But alas, we were unable to accomplish that because we forgot. So we did it again this time, and as you saw, the camera cut off just as it reached the top of the falls because I ran out of battery. So preparedness, that's what we stress in everything that we do, and that's why we're so good at this. Oh yeah, I see it. There's the watermelon floating out there in the ocean.
Watermelon, 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 my watermelon, ka, watermelon, watermelon, watermelon,
You can probably see them off in the distance walking away right there. Those are the fine, fine folks from the Indiana Department of Natural Resources who just kicked us out.
This has been just one intersection of the flow and us. See ya.
And let the funk flow, 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 let the funk flow freely, freely, freely.
And who knows what might happen.
Actually, you know, we were just living, and we just happened to film it.
Time to wipe the sweat off and start all over again for next week.
Hopefully it doesn't make any sense.
Now is the time when you got to make it happen now. Now is the time when you got to make it happen now. Now is the time. Well, you know, they say still waters run deep. But deep waters run fast. That's what I found. So
I'm gonna get my crotch wet. I just don't want to get the crotch of my pants wet. How often can you get paid to take your pants off and still be doing something legal?
Wait, you're not getting paid?
Well, I'm not being paid yet, but maybe sometime if someone's nice. I'm getting an emotional paycheck to do this. I'm just playing out here in the water. I'm Jay, and I've got the fisheye lens.
Oh, man, let's trade lenses.
Oh,
Here,
okay,
I'll take
here.
this one off.
All right, now you try that one, and I'll try this one.
Well, this is the crazy one, man.
Yeah.
This
you
is
can
looking...
still see me.
We just edit life. You know, when we don't like something, we just rewind it, try it again. Or sometimes we just fast forward.
I hope this all hasn't been too heavy for you. But if it is, well, just lighten up or something.
I mean, fuck the televangelism. Look at this. This is communing with nature.
This is an episode called, what's it called? Gateway. And it's actually 2 episodes butted up against each other. 2 15-minute episodes or more or less.
Another thing is, don't let anybody tell you that, oh, the marijuana issue is a peripheral issue. This is just about the right to get high or something like this, that nobody really cares about it. There are more important things to do. What is more important than stopping an arrest every 2 minutes? What is more important than ending the persecution of the sick and disabled? What is more important than the billions of dollars that are being wasted in law enforcement resources where prison cells are being occupied by non-violent people and we have murderers and rapists being let go because we don't have room in the prisons for them?
Let me wipe off the lens a little bit. So what impresses me the most about the arch actually isn't so much what it is, but what it isn't. That big space, you know, which is left over. I think it's just incredibly, what's most amazing about it, what's most beautiful about it, is the geometric shape of that empty space. Please don't look here this week for a coherent narrative. We just couldn't get our act together. And now, I'd like to segue blatantly to the next item on our agenda, which is